Yeah, and right now it's kind of a sad scene on this side of the stadium for Temple. Obviously, their season ends. They finished with a 9-3 record, so really so much to be proud of. The game started slow for the Wildcats. They got down to a 14-0 deficit, but they made their way back, and coming out of the half, they looked really strong, and that's when you saw that 2-point game. But then Rockwall-Heath's offense was too much for the Wildcats. Coach Stewart said before the game they had 8 kids on offense committed or having offers from D1 teams. So they had a lot going on offense, and it just turned out to be too much for the Wildcats toward the end of the game. They looked tired, and you could tell they were worn out. They fumbled the ball at the end. Heath scored, and that kind of was where they got down to a 2-touchdown deficit, and things started going downhill. But again, so much to be proud of from this Wildcat team. You could see how much everybody loves their senior as the fans waited around to congratulate them on an incredible season. So not the way they wanted it to end. 2 years in a row, they fall to Rockwall-Heath, but again, such an incredible season for the Wildcats. Curtis?
Nikki, this was a game that was a blowout a year ago. McLean, did it feel, both teams were obviously better this year. Did it feel like Temple's closer to making that, what seems like an escaping run at 6A?
Yeah, I think this team looked far better this year than they did last year. And in this game, in the beginning, I was like, okay, they look a little slow. And then when they came out in the second half so powerful and made it a 2-point game, I really thought they could win it. But then their defense kind of just looked a little worn out because, again, how good that Rockwall-Heath offense is. But I think they have a good thing going in Temple for sure. They're going to be hurting a little bit without these seniors next year. Obviously, so many powerful seniors on this team. But I think in 6A, they can compete. They need a little bit more on both sides of the ball because I feel like it goes to the same few guys every time offensively. But once they really build both sides, I think they have a good program here, and they're proud of the way they performed tonight, I think.